Hello, welcome to Daily MCQ UPSC. Let's move on to today's prelims practice questions. The first question, consider the following statements. If there were no phenomenon of surface tension, small insects would not be able to walk on the water. Cleaning of dishes and clothes using detergents would become hard. The liquid droplets would not be in a spherical shape. One would not be able to drink water using a straw. Which of the given statements are correct? Answer to this question is option A. That is, the first, second, and third statement are correct, and the fourth one is incorrect. Surface tension is a property of liquid that arises from unbalanced molecular cohesive forces at or near a surface. Cohesive force means it is an attractive force between two similar molecules. So at surface a molecule experiences cohesive force only in downward portion. So the surface of a liquid will become curved due to this surface tension. So here, looking on the question, small insects would not be able to walk on water if there is no surface tension. That is, surface tension provide provide water as an elastic membrane to walk easily. Also, the cleaning of dishes and clothes uses the property of surface tension of water, in which it can form micellar and easily remove the dirts using this property. The liquid droplets would not be in spherical shape. The spherical shape of a liquid droplet is also due to the phenomenon of cohesive forces, that is surface tension of water. But the using a straw, drinking water using a straw is not due to surface tension. It is due to the pressure variation existed. So answer to this question is option A. Moving on to the next question. Question number 2. Direct monetization of deficit could lead to which of the following? Increase in inflation, depreciation of rupees, increase in yield on government security. Which of the given statement are correct? Answer to this question is option D. That is, all the statements given are correct. The direct monetization deficit is a way to increase liquidity in the market, in which government deals with the RBI directly bypassing the financial system and ask it to print new currency in return for new bonds that the government gives to RBI. This tool provides an opportunity to increase the fallen demand in the market by increasing the liquidity or um, injecting money into the market. So it increases inflation, and also it will lead to the depreciation of rupee. This is due to the increased supply of rupee. So also it yield on government security, because everyone getting a feeling that the government settling its fiscal problems in the market with its interferences. So answer to this is option D. Moving on to the third question. In the context of modern Indian history, the Treaty of Salbai was signed between the British and the French, the British and the Marathas, the French and the Nizam of Hyderabad, the Portuguese and the Dutch. Answer to this question is option B. That is, the Treaty of Salbai was signed between English and Maratha on May 17 of 1782. It was done after the first Anglo-Maratha War. So answer is option B. Question number 4. Which of the following could be the reason for increasing gold prices in India? Depreciation of the rupee, contractionary monetary policy measured by RBI, heightened economic policy uncertainty. The answer to this question is option C. That is 1 and 3 only. The second statement is incorrect. Though the physical demand for gold is near zero amid the COVID 19 related lockdown, the price of gold increases sharply in recent times. Since gold is mostly imported to India, the exchange rate change will also change the gold prices in India. So, the depreciation of rupee will make a situation in which import become expensive, so that gold price increases due to depreciation of rupee. Also, gold is considered as the safe investment option in these days by the economic uncertainties exist. So, economic uncertainties also increases the gold price in the market. So, the third statement is also correct. But the second statement is incorrect because it is not the contractionary monetary policy, it is the expansionary monetary policy increases the gold price. So, answer to this is option C. Fifth question. Which of the following element statements is or are correct regarding gharial? Its habitat is confined to Indian subcontinent. It is classified as critically endangered. They are mostly found in marine environments. Which of the above statements are correct? Answer to this is option A, that is 1 and 2 only. The third statement is incorrect. The gharial is a river dwelling crocodilian with adult gharial showing the widespread use of river systems with seasonal migratory behaviors. Its population is restricted to North India, Nepal, and Pakistan. So, its habitat is confined only to Indian subcontinent. So, the first statement is correct. They are classified as critically endangered by IUCN. It is also in the Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. But it is mostly found in river ecosystems, that is marine, and so that the third statement is incorrect. They are mostly found in river, stream, and also in fresh water. So the third statement is incorrect. So that answer to this is option A. With this, today's session is over. If you like our video, please subscribe our channel. Also, like, comment, and share our videos. Click on the bell icon to get further updates. Thank you.